Hello, hello. We are back with Terra Nullius, going into part 2 of our season finale. And y'all are about to take another break, I guess. Yeah, you've
We're gonna
traversed. Yeah, you've traversed through the tunnels, and you feel like you're close. I think you see some signs of use, Arie. You see some like dusty footprints. You see some like empty sconces where like long dead torches have been held. It doesn't look like these tunnels have been particularly used recently, but definitely have been in the past. And so yeah, let your evening activities commence.
Intelligent.
I was about to say, yeah.
Toady doesn't have any evening activities.
Nope. Nope.
Toady
No
needs
progress.
to get a goal that he can do in the evening. Well, is that just one day of reading?
Yeah, that's one. And then
I'll just trim my stash of cards.
and then Darius, if you want to work on that
Let's
figurine.
try to do the thing. Figurine
No.
that sucked.
I want to point out that was almost 2 natural 20s.
Yeah, it was close on the dice on the screen. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't have the screen showing all the dice. Whoops. Cool. So, yeah, I don't think you're working anymore really with Miggy.
I'm just like,
Domino.
you want to like make out instead today?
For once, you're the one who said
You guys find a corner. You guys find a cave to like make out in. Perfect.
Just, yeah.
I'd say get the room,
I
but
don't think she'd really do that, but you know.
Maybe
Let's say
Miggy
awkward
might.
as
Maybe.
awkward as Raya tries to come over to be like, hey, so about that scrap.
Oh God.
Later. Oh my god.
Nothing is happening.
Nothing. We're good.
hey, have you heard of this Samuele? Ah!
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, if that doesn't pan out, then I wanna go to Raya and try scrying on the dead.
If that doesn't pan out, making out with Mickey.
Let's go back to doing that.
Can I just say that would be an awesome name for a band? Scrying on the Dead.
Oh, I thought you meant
Scrying on the
out
dead.
Making out with Mickey.
That would also be a good band
That's
name.
a boy band name, or a girl
Making out
band
with
name.
Miggy.
Miggy.
I would be a part of that.
That's Arie's solo project. Making out with
Yeah.
Miggy.
Oh no, it's not a solo project.
Yeah.
I think Butt's like standing guard. Nobody disturbs us.
Oh man.
When you go
Oh
like,
boy. Save us. Someone save us.
Okay, yeah. So I want to try scrying on the dead. Apparently,
Apparently.
I mean, if she's like, "Oh, I don't know if it works on the dead," then I'm like, "Well, let's test this theory, shall we?"
Yep.
Do you need to tell me who we're scrying on?
Well, can I do it, or do you have to be attuned to it?
You need to be.
It
Well,
just says
okay.
when you touch it, right?
So you can probably
Because you
do
used it before you were attuned to it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if the person that we're trying to scry on is dead, I'm probably the better person to be doing it.
It's true.
Because, and I hold up the orb and the crystal ball, and I'm like, together.
I don't know. I think she's just like, I would rather just see my dad if I can. Because she wants to try her dad first. She's not going to try Samuel first.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
She
I'm
wants
like,
to try her dad first. That'll automatically fail. And then she'll be like, okay, Samuel Armani.
So how does scrying work exactly with that whole situation? With like other dimensions and whatnot. That is on the same plane of existence of you. Yep.
Yeah, I think it just automatically
I just wanted to make
fails.
sure that was true. That's probably a good thing. If Raya could scry into other dimensions, man.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I honestly don't even care. That's the thing.
It's fair.
I care about my world.
But what if Sabu goes to another dimension?
Oh, then I will use my scroll for plane shift.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
saw that
Yeah.
one coming.
Yeah, I mean, like that was the obvious thing that was coming.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
will message
you know
him
what
to
happens?
find out where he is and then plane shift to him.
And then you know what happens? Darius is like, crap, now I've got to go in and get those two out. And then Darius somehow finds a way to
Yeah, because he
figure
could.
that
Yeah,
out. Because apparently he...
some weird transcendence going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, Raya, you use it on Dante, and it fails
I think
automatically.
I insist on
Ari.
using it.
Well, so you would have to attune to it.
No, you don't. She wasn't attuned to it before she used it.
But can somebody else use it while I'm attuned to it?
Let me look.
That's probably.
That's
more
the
important.
question.
Because if that's the case, then that's fine. But if not, Ari wants to try. She wants to see him. She
Which
doesn't
I'm
want-
like, that's
It's only a short
fine.
rest to attune to an item.
I don't know if I would want
So
her
the
to
reason I was
attune
doing the
to it,
whole
though.
long rest thing is just for flavor, honestly.
I know,
I mean, that's
but
fine.
I'm
Because
like,
of the 10 hours of long rest.
I don't care about attuning to it. I just want to know if I can use it without attuning to it.
No, I don't think so. Because it's attuning to a magic item is what lets you use it. That's like kind of
Can
the
I
point.
do like an Arcana check to like tell her that
Yeah, sure.
to see if I just like know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
off the
yeah.
top of my head?
I
Just
mean,
tech-
that's fine. Like if I trust her as a magic user. Like,
But yeah, just to
Then
make sure
that's-
Raya actually
then
does
that's
know
fine.
this. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
and that's fine. So then I just tell her, okay, just see if it'll work.
Yeah, and so you use it and it automatically fails.
Okay. Yeah,
Try
it didn't work with your dad.
Try Samuel Armani.
Okay. And
All right,
I
let's
tried
figure out-
Samuel Armani.
Let's figure out what the role is here.
Um,
You've only heard of him. You're not familiar with him.
Right. Which is why.
Well, Raya,
wait,
do you want to make
but
a?
I've seen
You have.
him.
Do you want to make a?
Oh, that's true. She has seen him.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm like,
Do you want to make a intelligence save?
okay, wait.
to put you-
Firsthand is I have met the target. I have not met.
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Would scrying on him for 10 minutes be enough to like
No.
say yeah? So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, so then it doesn't even matter. I don't even think she could put together the pieces just by the name Samuel.
Well,
like that
did-
makes no sense.
Does she have
Because
to
he's supposed
know
to be
she-
dead.
Right,
Does she have
exactly.
to know she's familiar with him though?
I
Well,
haven't
it's-
met him.
You haven't met.
But she
Yeah,
hasn't
that's the next
So,
criteria.
so it's what he gets a +5.
Yeah. Don't be
Yes.
wise, Samuel. Please do not be wise. Oh my gosh.
Well, let's look and see. I don't actually know if he's wise or not. So let's see.
And also, I was gonna say, does
He
it
sounds
feel
pretty
different?
wise from the advice
He's not wise. Well, I mean, okay,
Okay.
so he's naturally wise. He doesn't have it trained. His
Like-
save isn't very.
Before you roll for him, I just want to know: is the failing for her dad? Does that feel different than when Miggy has saved on his rolls?
Yeah, it would have to.
It
yeah.
feels different. Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's at least some information that I'd be able to give if he does save.
When Miggy failed on his rolls? Or saved on his rolls?
Samuel, but or
Okay.
Dante.
Yeah.
I was wondering what she meant there.
Sabu, I don't know who you meant actually. When
Oh yeah, that's, yeah.
when whoever failed on their roll. There's been
Hey,
several.
at least I still have never mixed up Raya and Arie's
It's
names.
true. It's true.
So
All right, here you go.
No,
Yeah.
Samuel, why are you so wise?
He succeeds. So you can feel that it's different though. Do you want to make a Arcana check to see if you can figure out why?
sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Raya, you know, you're like,
I know why.
yeah. This is the thing. You're gonna, yeah. So Dante is dead. You know this for sure because he's on a different plane of existence, right? At the very least, he's that. And you talked to him when he was dead. Samuel isn't, and you can sense that he like unconsciously maybe, but like definitely resisted the spell, right? So the question is Raya going to relay this information to Arie? I don't know why she wouldn't, but there's technically a gatekeeper here.
Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum.
So after I try and scry and Samuel, I just kind of go, you said they're both dead?
Yeah. Dante's my dad. Samuel was my cousin.
I guess I'm the bearer of good news then.
You saw him? What was it like in
No.
the afterlife?
I didn't see Samuel, but
Try that again. Oh.
that was
I'm
the
sorry.
right name.
No, I thought you were gonna say that you didn't see her dad because
No.
but you
I
could sense
didn't.
it.
I didn't see Samuel, but he's definitely not dead.
What?
And so that's the thing. Yeah, Arie, you can't get confirmation on that, right? Because she didn't see him. So
Yeah, no, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, Riot, that's not a funny joke.
He resisted the scrying.
Riot, no,
He's-
stop.
He's
Riot.
on this plane.
Riot, stop. This isn't funny.
Do you want me to try and message him?
No, Riot, this isn't funny. He's dead.
Arie, I'm not kidding
Riot,
right
and I
now.
like put you like cup you by like your
Girl,
Yeah.
roll insight.
I'm just like, I'm like, you're lying.
you know, make a
I'm
persuasion.
Oh, please. Wait,
Persuasion,
wait.
yeah.
Please, both of you use inspiration with these. Like, give us something.
Well, why
Please.
both of them?
Well, would I just need to roll insight to like see if she's lying or not? Because I think she's lying.
Yeah,
I think
no,
she's, like,
insight. Well,
clarifying
but she's doing persuasion. Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah,
Oh, she didn't need it.
she's pretty persuasive. So unless you get higher than a 21, Arie, or no, it wouldn't be that. It would be.
As I say,
How would this work? I don't.
This
I'm
wouldn't work
pretty
because
sure
it's
you
not.
just believe.
I think you just believe her. Yeah, because she got a 21 on persuasion. I think that's probably good enough. One of you just needed to roll something.
Or at least
Yeah.
you
At
know
least
that
Raya
I
believes
believe
it.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right.
I believe what I'm saying.
The
It's
way
true.
to confirm this is to have Raya message him.
I'm just like, no, it's not possible, Raya. I saw him die.
Arie, I don't know what to tell you.
It's not true. He's dead. You know what? This was a mistake. I'm sorry. I know that you think that he's alive, but right, he's not.
Arie, I can try again tomorrow.
No, he's dead. And if it didn't work on the dead, it's not going to work. Period. He can't be alive. I saw him die, Raya.
I believe that that's what you think you saw, but I don't know if it's by magical means that he's now alive. I don't know, but all I can tell you is Samuel Armani is alive.
She just like rolls that around in her head, just like,
I mean, Darius was dead.
I know, but like she's
This is the
just
second
having a
time.
little hard time comprehending this right now.
You've loved dead people before.
I know. She just walks away.
Yeah.
Is it like super late right now? Because I mean, I saw a message with Cebu, so I'm assuming it's not like
Yeah.
too late. So
It's like you've had him on
I mean,
hold. the
so
entire
we're not gonna play out every single conversation you have with
no.
Cebu.
But
But-
that means it's not like super late in the night, and I
Mhm.
kind of want to see if I can message Samuel.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
Because will messaging wake somebody up from sleeping?
Well, they like
Have I
hear it in our
tried
mind,
that
right?
before?
I think it sends it after they wake up.
Wakey, wakey, time
Let's
to
see.
shake.
Because that's what happened with the winged thing, right? When you were sending messages to them, remember, because she was unconscious and then she woke up and just got bombarded by all the information.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So it doesn't specify in the spell, but we have ruled it that way before. So yeah, he would get it when he wakes up if he's asleep. But you could try.
Okay. So I want to cast sending to Samuel Armani, whoever he may be. And let me draft out this very important message.
What are you gonna say? Arie Armani's alive. Hi.
My name is Raya. I know Arie. Do you know Arie?
So Sabu.
Have you also forgotten the person you loved?
So
I don't know. Actually, Raya, make an insight check to see if you can puzzle that's who I loved. Because I've told you that there was somebody that I cared about back in the old days, but I didn't tell you it was Samuel.
It's true.
So.
love.
But like, she's only mentioned like 3 people in her life that she's loved.
Right. So that's why I'm saying make an oh yeah, you know it's him.
Raya's an expert in the matters of
I
the
know a
heart.
thing or two about love.
Exactly. That's the name of Raya's autobiography.
So I think this is the point where I'm like, Nikki, let's just go make out.
Yeah, I don't want to think about this.
I don't want to think about this anymore.
Yep.
I just imagine like she's trying too hard the whole time.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I mean, she just doesn't really believe it is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
She believes that Raya believes it. She's like, okay, she's not pranking me. She's not trying to be cruel, but like,
Just a prank.
this just isn't real.
I think there's something I want to do that I haven't done before. Or that I haven't done yet.
Go ahead.
Um,
This is going to take
well,
me a bit.
While I've been doing this, I think Darius, because this is like around the time that everybody kind of has their normal time to themselves or whatever. I think Darius kind of goes a little bit off by himself to do some meditating with magic, to try to just to kind of focus his magic a bit.
Okay.
And I think first he tries focusing with the the feather necklace that he got.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see if he can
We're trying to do specifically.
He's just trying to like get a better feel for his magic and see if he can, he kind of like he has his training routine physically, but he hasn't never really had a magic training routine, so he's kind of just trying to figure out how that works out for him.
Mm-hmm.
But after he's been doing that for a while, let's see. How does that go? Does he
I mean, pretty good. Yeah, like I don't think anything out of the ordinary happens. You meditate, you focus, you kind of start channeling some energy.
So he's kind of figuring out how he can channel the energy. And
you're trying to make this more of a thing you can understand and less of a thing you just do without thinking about it. Yeah, sure.
And after he's practiced a little bit, Darius just takes a deep sigh and says, okay, let's see how this goes. And he takes the hood and he puts it up. And then he starts meditating with the hood on.
Interesting. Okay. Make a wisdom save for me.
How great.
Homebrew magic. Let's go.
Hey.
Nice.
So what you want to do
plus 5.
Yeah.
So 19.
21. What you want to do is unlock a new thing that this hood can do. Is that what you're thinking?
Either that or find something out about some sort of lore or something that's going on with the Realm of Dead. What's going on in that plane or something.
Yeah. You're trying to connect yourself to this hood more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Darius. So we start zooming in on Darius's face as he's like concentrating and has the hood up, and we see his face turn like all skeletal, right? Like it does when you have this hood up. We get to slow zoom in on his face, and it's like you're being like shocked by electricity, right? It's going in and out of this like skull thing as you're kind of like twitching like this. You're just like kind of like something's happening, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And we're zooming in on your face, and then suddenly we see, like, from this is Darius's perspective, we see a flash of like teeth and claws, just like kind of like right in front of you, like it's attacking you, and Darius is like like freaks out for a second. But then he just starts like, he lays down on the ground and just starts convulsing, and like something is legitimately like going wrong here. At least it seems that way at first. And you hear in your mind, Darius, you hear their deliverance is our destruction. That's just repeated over and over and over again in your head, and you just keep seeing claws and teeth and like fur and fire, various like horrible things, and then suddenly it's all over, and you're like laying there in a cold sweat, like you've tapped into something you shouldn't have.
SpaghettiOs.
Well, I'm going to have to do that more often. Because that usually means I'm doing what I should be doing. If I've learned anything at this point. And he sits back up. I need another hobby.
You know, there's also one thing that you haven't done yet, Darius. And that is...
the feathers. Or like trying to access the
Flowers.
memories.
trying to access the memories, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do that? Is that a thing you want to do?
Yeah, I think he's even like, well, I guess while I'm at it. And he starts meditating, like, and trying to
Yeah,
focus on
yeah.
that.
Make one more wisdom save for me. Okay. And
17.
yeah, so we see Darius disappear. He just disappears from the corridor, and we cut back to Raya. What's up with you, Raya?
It's a 17.
Mm-hmm.
I just cast sending
Mm-hmm.
to a Mr. Samuel Armani.
we see a little like winged insect just like fly like Tinkerbell like across the ocean, land on this ship, and then like walk up to Samuel and just like knock on like an imaginary door and say, I got some mail here for Mr. Samuel Armani.
What do you say?
I say, hi, Samuel Armani. My name is Raya. Did you have a cousin named Arie? If so, she thinks you were dead, which clearly you aren't.
Okay, so I think we see the reverse of what has been happening before. We see Sabu like getting ready to like cast sending to like speak with Raya, and then suddenly Samuel just bursts into the room that he's in, and he just says, Sabu, something just happened. Sabu. And he's just like, I don't know what to say. And like, yeah.
Well, because he's heard Raya's name, right?
Yeah. He knows who Raya is, right? So he's talking to Sabu. He's like, wait a second.
Oh my gosh. This is like just.
And then you.
This is like a love pentagram, guys. This is getting into some dangerous
And
crap.
some demons are going to be summoned from this love pentagram. So.
As long as it's not Calvitas.
It's true. So, Raya, you get back.
What's he say?
Arie is alive, and she's with you. Let her know that I'm coming, and I have so much to tell her.
Some of it, I love you.
Oh, man.
This is gonna ruin everything.
This is amazing. I love it, but it's like, oh.
And Arie is making out with Miggy as we speak.
That's what you see in the scene. It's like
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Player Alyssa is like, yes, and Ari is gonna be like, oh.
No. conflict. It was just
Now
learning
she-
how to love, and now I don't even know what to feel anymore.
Now she has 3 men that she has to love.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them are humans.
So I cast sending again to him, and I say, "Is there something I can tell her so she trusts that it is really you?"
I don't know, Arie. What would be something that Samuel could tell you?
I actually have been thinking about this.
Yeah.
The last thing that he told me before I left for the trial, which I will message you what that is.
Okay. I mean, you could also just say it.
I mean, I could just say it.
Because
The
I'm
last
about to say
thing,
it.
because you're about to say it.
Yeah.
So the last thing Samuel said to her was, "Promise me that you'll come back no matter what."
Yeah. So he
Basically implying like, I don't care if you fail the trial,
yeah,
come back.
come back in one piece. Yeah.
Can she get
And
inspiration
then-
for that?
And then she said,
Oh yeah, get inspiration
yeah.
for that. Take inspiration, Arie.
And then Arie was like, "I can't promise you that," and then he stormed off. And that was the last
Sure.
thing that we really said to each other.
And so the specifics of the phrase were again,
Promise me that you'll
Promise me
come back
that
no
you'll-
matter what.
come back no matter what. Okay. Yeah. So he says, tell her that I promise her I will come back no matter what.
So the end of this episode should totally be Back in Black.
I'm back in black. Yes, perfect.
Okay. So then if Sabu was like planning on I don't message Samuel back after that. So if Sabu was gonna plan on messaging me, then I would just want to like, if he doesn't, does he say something about Samuel?
Oh yeah, Sabu.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Right, so Sabu was like, so this is awkward. It seems like some more people in your party, no people in mine. How well do you know Arie? We get a clip show.
So much information.
Yeah. None of this session has gone like I thought it was going to go so far. So
Yeah. This has been like a
Me
pretty.
neither. I didn't think we would get to this session either, but you guys
This-
were like,
this-
"Well, just try it, see if it works on the dead." And I was like, "Okay, sure."
So the lore in this, like, if this has been a very lore-heavy season.
I
Don't
just
lord it
recall-
over us. The look of disapproval, Caleb, that's what I live for.
that's a no from me, Seth. I should just get like a sign that I can hold up and just be like, no, like whenever Seth makes it back.
That's what one of your emotes should be. It should just be you booing a bad pun.
It should be me, Raya, and Arie, or me, Emily, and Alyssa, all booing.
No, I think it should be. It should totally be you, Raya, and Arie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I respond and I just say, "Wait, are you with Samuel?"
Oh yeah, because you didn't.
She had no
Yeah,
idea.
and then I just say, "I trust Arie with my life," if that says enough.
Oh, really?
I mean, she's legally.
I mean, I guess you kind of have to, but you know.
That's her job. Yeah. He says, yes, Samuel is my best friend.
Oh.
And he says, I also trust him with my life. Though, when it comes to gambling, not as far as I can throw.
I love that.
And it's a pun in two different ways because it's also like throwing in the dice, like. That's a no.
I respond, I don't know if I'd call Arie my
Best friend.
best friend.
Because that's you, Sabu.
But I'm sure we will all. I'm sure that
We'll all have a big
when
happy
you,
reunion.
yeah, when you arrive, everyone will. I don't know how to say it. It's something about like
Yeah,
great
something along those
reunion.
lines. Yeah.
And I want it to be in like kind of like a cute, like flirty way, and roll to try and flirt with Sabu so I can
Sure.
get experience.
Yeah. Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I want to get inspiration to roll this.
Okay.
Because
Would you like to tell us something about you?
yeah, I feel like there's something that will come out once Sabu gets here that I'll tell, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But do
I
you
don't
want to
think
reveal
about
it now?
background stuff.
Just tell us.
You just make it up.
I know. I'm bad at these things. This is why I always have you ask me questions.
Oh, I can ask you a question.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is why I don't like penny for my thoughts trying to improv things.
Right.
That's all about questions.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
but
you should
like
come up with it.
I can't come up with the question.
Yeah. What was... Oh, okay. So I'm going to ask you a bit of a leading question. So, because I think this would be interesting. And you can deny this or not if you're like, no, I don't think that happened. But who was the person, the girl that seemed to be your competition for Sabu?
Okay. I mean, there's definitely a girl, another daughter of a noble family that Sabu's family actually likes and approves of, that he clearly, like, growing up, it's like their moms were best friends and were pregnant together and then had the babies at the same time. And it's like, they're going to get married.
Yep.
Like, our estates will join and we will become actual family. And I don't think I know her that well. I just hate her.
Right. Is there any
It's just
particular
kind of
reason,
like-
though?
Oh, because I know that the families are close and he's allowed to spend time with her.
Right. But is there
Whereas-
anything about her as a person that you dislike? The way she comes off or
Oh
acts
no,
around
she's
Sabu?
a very sweet girl.
Right. So really,
By all
really
accounts,
nice.
we could be friends.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Perfect.
very kind. She's like a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
She's like always been nice to me. It's not her fault that I'm in love with Sabu. Like,
Yeah.
she's very nice to me, even though like she's not really supposed to talk to me either because her family's such good friends with Sabu's family. But she's always been so nice to me. But I mean, I can't help but hate her.
I imagine I'm getting a little bit of a Les Mis vibe from this threesome there. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Let's take inspiration.
Okay. That I will immediately use for this persuasion. Come on.
No. No. Yeah, it just kind of goes
but
over
it
his head.
doesn't- Oh yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say it doesn't go poorly at least.
No, it just goes over his head. Like a guy.
Okay. If he doesn't really have anything else to say, then I'm gonna go talk to Arie.
Okay. So,
Are you just making out with Mickey right Because 100% I'm just going to be like, Arie, I need to talk to you right now.
You could just talk to her in Primordial.
No, I'm just going to say, Arie, I need to talk to you right now.
He's like,
I like-
yeah.
I'm like, the
They're
Raya.
just making out in a cave.
I was just like,
This is awkward. Hi, Raya.
Miggy, I need to talk to Arie.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll see you in a little
Oh,
bit.
I can step over here. You guys
Yeah,
can just stay
alone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arie's just like,
It's like he walks over to Tony, who's cast silence, so he doesn't have to hear any of what's happening.
Yeah, no, Tony heard Arie and Miggy start to make out in the cave next to him, and he just casts silence.
He's like, no, it's like echoing throughout the hall. He's like, I can't escape it.
Oh, my jaw hurts.
okay, so I'm just like, what?
Samuel,
Raya, stop. I told you.
he says that he promises you that he'll come back no matter what.
What?
He promises you that he'll come back no matter what. He's alive, Arie. And he's with Sabu.
What?
They're together. And they're
Where?
coming here. And I just kind of go,
Oh, yeah,
I
have
don't
you-
think I told
Yeah,
anybody
I don't
that's
think-
No. Like, that was a...
Raya, and you just don't tell anyone anything.
anything.
I'm very good at keeping secrets. Everybody can tell me their secrets because I'm not going to tell anybody. And I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, Sabu's also going to be here.
Raya, leave.
Get out of here.
And I just very clearly in front of Arie cast sending again to Samuel and say, I gave her your message. She's a little overwhelmed, but she's
I take out my
alive.
machete and I, like, throw it.
Just chuck it.
I just, like, start, like, rage quitting, like, everything.
Yeah.
Does the machete fly
Kicking
by?
stones.
Oh no, it doesn't fly by Darius.
No, it does
Darius is gone. We don't know where Darius is.
I mean,
I
we're
have
in a
ideas.
separate, like, little cave-ish area, but I think it's clear. Like, I think you can hear, like, the metal, like...
I
clink.
can't. So
No,
it's-
you can't.
Mickey can't either. In fact, nobody can.
Oh, no, Mickey can. He's, like, right
Not if you join me in the silence.
right next door. But yeah, Arie's just, like, rage quitting right now. She's just, like, angry. She's like, leave, get out.
And I just kind of like back away, like facing her still. And
Wait.
just kind of say, sorry, I was just trying
Get out.
to help.
Get out.
Have any of you seen that 70s show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go. But Fez, I said go.
No, it's like,
I
I
said
said
good
good day.
Oh yeah,
I said good day.
that's right.
Yeah, she's just like, and then you just hear Arie like pounding her fist against like the walls, like just flat out rage.
Yeah.
He's the leveling barbarian.
Like kicking things. Like it probably hurts her a little bit too. She's just like,
I mean, yeah, I think Miggy comes back and he's just like, Arie, what's wrong? What happened?
She's hurt on the inside.
go away. Go away.
And I just kind of like
Can I make
pull
him make
Mickey-
Can I make him make an insight roll to make sure for him to know whether or not it's the right decision to go away?
Sure.
I just want to. I want to make sure that he.
The problem is that I don't know if I know what that answer is right now.
That's
It's fair.
It's a classic girl conundrum.
Well, then, if I succeed on the roll, will it? Can I make it the right answer, whatever he chooses?
Sure.
Yeah. So let's roll this.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think he leaves. I think he leaves with Raya.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like start.
Player
to
Alyssa was
like,
kind of hoping he'd stay.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, I think he would normally, but
Something's different.
yeah, he feels like there's something different about this whole situation. I think he's going to come back, of course, and like make sure you're okay, but like he thinks that you maybe need a little bit of time to like.
Yeah, and that's
alone.
I'm just kind of like give her a little
Yeah.
space right now to process some things.
So yeah, just for like 10 minutes straight, you just hear like Arie like
Swearing and
like
screaming.
swearing,
Yeah,
like
yeah, sure.
Actually, okay, this is gonna
No,
be
do not use calm emotions, Toity.
no.
I was thinking
She
the
needs
same
to
thing.
get her rage out.
I was totally thinking the same thing, Seth. I'm like, if Tony just went over there and was like,
Artificially
Calm
cut off
down.
Arie's rage.
because after a minute I'd become hostile towards him. I would just like draw my bow on him.
That's-
like, no.
True.
Oh boy.
So don't do that. She's a little
Yeah.
pissed off right now.
yeah.
No, I know. I was honestly just gonna ask though. It's like a really dumb question. How long were you and Miggy making out?
Not very long, I don't think, because if we
You had like,
like if Raya like just sent those messages, it probably would have taken like 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, because silence only lasts 10.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if like there would.
Oh, so you probably haven't heard me screaming yet.
Yeah.
But
So I'm just sitting there
like
still.
as soon as you come out the silence, you just hear. "Ah!"
I'm like, look around like, I'm like, do I see where the others went at this point?
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
I just imagine like Toy goes into the like he puts up the silence to end the sound of making out, and then he just the next sound he hears is and he's just like
He looks, sees you throwing stuff, puts it back up.
Yeah, so I think after about 10 minutes, like she stops and she like.
And that's when
It's
Miggy
like-
comes back. Like,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. So he walks over and he says, Arie?
She starts crying just immediately.
Yeah. And he goes over and like hugs you.
Yeah, she like hugs him back just like really tightly.
And he's just like stroking your hair and he's just like, Are you okay? What's wrong? You can tell me.
Samuel's alive.
You're a cousin?
Yeah.
So Raya used magic to find this out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know if there's anything else for him to say. He just keeps stroking your hair.
She just cries. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't want to talk about it. So
Yeah. Yep, he just tries to be there for you.
please do a good job.
Well, let's roll to make sure that he's doing a good job.
No, that was the insight check,
No,
right?
you're
to
right.
like
Yeah, you're right,
the
you're right.
time and come back.
Yeah.
It carries. It's the same situation.
Yeah, I just
that's
wanted
what
to make
it's
sure that I'm like making rolls for him to work towards his goal. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's what the insight check was for, I would say.
got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So Darius, buddy.
yeah.
Where is he?
Where is he?
We're in the we're in the multiverse.
We're in the
Yes.
multiverse. Is Darius death now? So
Hold on, let me find my phone so I can write that one down. Where did I put my phone?
I don't know.
Don't think that's gonna help.
I mean, you're right, but it doesn't stop me from trying. Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah. So Darius, you are suddenly you're back there in the space between life and death.
No.
But you feel, I mean, like you can feel that it's definitely different, right? You're not it doesn't have the same like you don't belong here feeling, right? It's like you're just a guest, a brief guest, right?
Okay, so I have a feeling I
You don't feel the
have a
tug.
feeling-
You don't feel the tug to like.
Okay,
death.
okay, I see,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Right, so it just feels.
So-
You can obviously tell this is this place, but
Okay, I need to figure out how I'm doing that because that could be really convenient if I
Right.
can figure this out.
exactly. And so you start like you're in this blackness, right? But then even as you like finish saying that, and it starts echoing off of something that you can't quite see, but obviously there's something to echo off of, and then suddenly the place around you starts forming like it does, right? Into a I don't know, it looks like a room in a castle. Some high up room. You can see windows looking out over some landscape, and you can see fires kind of burning outside these windows. You're in this place, and it almost looks like someone's hideaway in this. So if this was like a king, right? It would be the place where he stores all of his like special magic items and like those sorts of things. Has all of his bookshelves, that sort of thing. It's that sort of area you find yourself in, and you're just kind of like standing there, and then the door behind you bursts open, and you see a giant jaguar just like lope in, and it doesn't like it literally walks right around you, like it obviously like moved around you, but it's almost as if it's doing it unconsciously, like it can't actually like sense your presence, but like it's moving around you because it's not gonna walk through you. And you hear it like wheezing, like it's like breathing heavily, like it's been injured, and you see blood like trickling down from its side. And then as it kind of lopes up to like the center pedestal that is in the center of this room, on which Holt is held like a Macaweedle, I think, like on this pedestal. In mid stride, the jaguar suddenly starts to transform into this old man. This old, like he obviously looks like Aztec or Mayan, like he looks like Mesoamerican, but like he's not a Genasi, it's just a human, and he's just like, and then it's like crawling over to try to get to this sword, and he's just like bleeding from his side, and then suddenly, from behind you again, you hear the door like burst open again, and 4 familiar figures walk in, the hero twins, the 2 sets, and so you see the caretaker, you see his sister, you see Quetzalcoatl, and you see Hoonbats, right? So you see all of them in their regalia, right? So you see, I don't think let me double check. The caretaker doesn't have the orb, but they all have Macaweedles. But it does look like she of the Jade Skirt has the Serpent's Glory in her hand. And Hoonbats obviously has Temperance. And Quetzalcoatl, I think, has Deliverance, has the sandals. No, sorry, the sandals were made right before. Never mind, he wouldn't have the sandals at this point. He has the Earth's Eyes, I think. He has the Earth's Eyes in his hand. And they all like walk in as if they're warriors, right? They're warriors in the middle of a battle. You're hearing like sounds of battle from around you. There's obviously like a siege that was happening on this place, and your guess is, right, that these 4 are like sieging, and you guess now that you're like in some sort of a really elaborate vision. It's almost as if like the caretaker built this spot in his plane, right, to show you this specifically.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they stock up, and the caretaker, he says, "Akan, your time is over. Give up." And this old man, who's apparently his name is Akan, A-K-A-N, just like wheezing and just like tries to like reach for the Macaweedle and just like falls down and just like looks back, and he's just like, "I will never give up to you, mongrel pups." And he's like spits on the ground, blood. And she of the Jade Skirt starts to like lift up the Serpent's Glory, and then the caretaker like puts a hand, she's like, "No, I will finish this." And he like spins around his Macaweedle and like starts to like stalk forward, and he says, "Akan, you will pay for your crimes, for your war on humanity, for the terror that you have inflicted on this land. You will pay dearly." And this is the side of the caretaker that I don't think you've ever seen in any of these visions. He seems like brutal and like nasty, just like, oh, I'm gonna kill you sort of a thing. Where most of the other times you've seen him, he's been very like contemplative and like reflective and almost like sorrowful.
Yeah.
But yeah, he steps up and like lifts up his Makaweedle to strike, and Akan like lifts up his head to like meet his gaze, and real quick.
Cliffhanger.
Sorry, Connor needed some melatonin.
Every Thursday night I need melatonin.
I don't know. He said, how comes it's every Thursday night that I need melatonin?
I heard it.
Yeah. So they like meet their gaze for just a split second, and then you see the old man who's like pleading almost. He's just like, please have mercy. And you see just the one split second of hesitation that the caretaker has, and then it's like the Bilbo face suddenly happens, right? Where he's like trying to get the ring. This old man just like, and then suddenly in mid stride like becomes the jaguar and just like attacks the caretaker, and they start like tussling and like attacking each other. But what's happened is a barrier has suddenly been erected around them, like in the middle of this pedestal, and so the other three of the twins are like trying to like get through and like help him, but the caretaker is just like tussling with this jaguar. And then finally, like this battle happens, right? But then finally, we see the jaguar like be thrown against the pedestal that's in the center of this little place, and the caretaker like stalks over, but at that point the old man turns back into an old man and then grabs the Makaweedle, and then he like goes to like strike, and there's some sort of like aura that's like enveloping around this Makaweedle. It seems like very dark and sinister and red, like veins are like flowing through it. And he goes to like attack, and then the caretaker just like expertly and masterfully like sidesteps the attack, and then just like puts the Makaweedle like up to his neck, and then just like, and blood just starts like pouring out of his throat. And then something weird happens.
And then something weird happens.
Something weirder happens. The caretaker like has some of this blood like splatter on him, and then he like looks over, and it starts to like boil and sizzle, and he just like looks and he says, "Akan," and then the man's just like dying on the ground, and Akan starts like pulsing. This like dark red black energy is just starting to like pulsate and just like kind of like swirl around. And the caretaker gets caught up in it, and the other three twins are just like screaming like, what's happening? Like, we're trying to get in, sort of a thing. And then the caretaker's eyes like turn red, and he just like gets lifted up into this cloud of darkness. And we see this like process in which he's like trying to fight off whatever this is, but eventually he just like seems to accept it. And after this like horrible like dramatic transformation sequence, the caretaker like steps, like he's lowered back down, and he's just like, and the barrier like goes down, and the three other twins like come over, and he's just like, what happened to me? And the other three twins are like, oh, we don't know, like, and then the caretaker like listens, and there's like the sounds of battle have stopped, and he just like kind of narrows his eyes. He says, I know what I have to do. And he takes his Makaweedle and he just like slashes it across the ground in the same way that Darius did the first time he realized he could control the darkness. And then suddenly, right, the caretaker starts to mold the reality, right, to his own will. And basically what you get from this Darius, right, like you have this whole big thing that happens, and like everything gets destroyed. The Hellcats that are like, you see like jaguar, like hell jaguars, like attacking like they're just kind of like standing there like dumbfounded, and they just all get like expelled into like darkness, and like they're gone. And suddenly it's just the caretaker left in this room by himself. He's had the room basically stay. I don't know. It's kind of similar, but like it's his own room now. And he's alone. It's just you and him. And he walks up to you and makes eye contact with you. And he just says, "This is how I did it, Darius. To ascend, there must be blood. There must be sacrifice. I am sorry that there is no other way. None that I know of. Do you understand?"
Do.
I am so sorry for the burden that's been placed on you.
As one burden is lifted, another is born.
So is the way of the world.
Darius smirks a little bit. I'm ready. I know what I have to do now.
I trust that you do.
Caretaker,
Yes.
you said, be better than you were.
Yes.
I will do everything in my power to honor that wish.
He kind of like smiles weakly and he says, "If I was actually here, I might be comforted by that." And then he just like fades away. And you're back in the cave.
So did anybody notice Darius like pop
No,
back
I
into
don't think
existence?
so.
Okay, yeah.
We're a little.
Well, you said
we're
you were
a
not
little-
by yourself,
I'm a
so.
little preoccupied.
Yeah.
So Darius pops back in.
Sorry, you better not freaking do anything before I teach you how to read. That's all I have to say.
No. He's going to become the god of death. Well, no, I guess he can't. I don't know. Caleb said he couldn't earlier. Maybe he can now. I don't know. But something's going to happen, and he's just going to know how to read, and you're just going to get XP that way.
No, that's not how that works. Sorry.
I wouldn't
We're
have
not.
taught him.
Yes.
Unless you make him the god of death, and then he knows how to read, and
Theoretically, then I would have
Yeah.
enabled him to read.
Uh-huh.
Or you could make him a warlock, and then he could just, take a invocation to read all languages. And
There you go. Perfect.
that was intense. Huh?
It was intense.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what I was thinking about when I should have been paying attention to class.
Oh my gosh, but as one bird is lifted, another one is born.
That's a great Darius.
I know.
And born as in not B-O-R-N, but B-O-U-R-N-E. Like where you bear a burden.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a born like ultimatum.
No.
I
not
mean,
quite.
Oh my god, it's
it works either
Jason
way.
Bourne.
It works either way, I think. So yeah.
Oh, Caleb. It's funny that you were thinking about that today. So I should message you and
Yeah, you
tell you
should.
what I was thinking today.
Nice.
I'm just gonna cry all night long and just, yeah. My life for the last 13 years has been a lie.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that's happening this evening? Oh, Arie, were you gonna go talk to Raya? Or wait, was there something else that was gonna happen, or is that it?
I think the big things happened.
No, okay, it was Raya. You were saying I'm gonna go talk. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay.
If nobody else is paying attention, because Arie and Miggy are clearly preoccupied right now, I want to kind of like study my drug plants.
After
like-
Yeah, after all that.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
there's a lot of emotions going on right now.
I might take some drugs right now.
So, oh my gosh, drug party. So
Don't do drugs.
I want to try and see like
Don't do drugs.
if I just like burn the plant.
Okay.
If it is drugs or like
Make
like
us-
like divide like I want to divide the plant's amount that I have up, so it's like I can like burn some and some I can like grind and like make sure it's all dried and then burn it and like do
Yeah.
different things with different.
Okay, yeah, make a nature check, I think. Is that what that is?
Sure.
Oh,
my
my
God.
gosh.
Serious?
Yeah, Soraya, you know
Raya
how to
is
make
now
drugs
worldwide.
now.
A drug lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Raya, you
Of
happen to
all
pawn
the
some
things
drugs.
to get a natural 20 on
Uh-huh.
drugs.
Are you going to smoke said drugs tonight?
I mean, that's the only way that I would figure out if it works.
No, as in, like, extensively. Like, once
like
you
a
realize
little
it's
bit.
affecting
I
you.
want to ration it.
Yeah. You have a pleasant
but, like,
pleasant high. Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're
Yeah.
kind of in a cave. You might get all of us.
That's fine.
Everyone just feels a little bit happier.
Everybody's just a little tense right now. I need us to all mellow
Just
out a little
walk
bit.
some marijuana into the room, help everybody cool down.
Just walk that into Arie and Mickey's cave right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming we're not in the tiny, like, we wouldn't be in the hut yet when this is happening.
No.
So, cool. Boom. One of my long-term 3-session goals is going to be completed this session, so that's good.
Very nice. So,
'Cause I now know how to consistently do drugs.
yeah. So y'all wake up, I guess? Is that the rest of the night just kind of like happens?
I'm just gonna write that in my note. Raya learns how to make drugs.
Arie's eyes are very red.
For
And so-
multiple reasons.
What? Oh.
All the drugs.
You walked right into that one, Alyssa.
I thought that's what she meant.
I know
No,
you didn't.
I've been crying all night.
Yeah. So
And Raya's
awesome.
been laughing all night.
Nah, I lulled myself into an excellent 10 hours of sleep.
So y'all set out, and Arie, you want to make one more survival check?
No, my life is gonna lie.
But Biggie's gonna help you, so cheer up, Buttercup.
Oh my God, I got a
Oh,
natural
yeah.
20. I'm like, no, I'm a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do my job and find the cold flame flame and then figure out what the heck is going on.
And
There you go.
Akashi
Yeah,
knows
he's
the
working well.
trees.
Yay.
He knows the trees.
But
Are,
let's be
are you
real,
working
though. I
on?
got a natural 20
It's true.
because Miggy
Because
is
of Mickey.
helping me.
Yeah. Akashi, is that working on towards figuring out the tree situation?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'll have a
doesn't
thing
it?
to send you later tonight
Cool.
after we finish. Yeah. Cool. So y'all make it the last hex.
Do I know we're getting close?
Yes.
Well, I
think
mean,
it's-
I rolled a natural 20, so like we find it.
Yeah, you do. I think it's obvious to all of you how close you are.
I'm
Um,
gonna start playing the same tune.
Okay. So, let's do this. Let's take a quick break as you guys step into the chamber and into the next thing here. And we'll come back and we'll finish out the climax of the episode with something. I don't know. You guys don't know, so we'll leave it at that. We'll be back with more Terra Nullius right after this. Stick around.